So essentially the first thing that I did was I crafted a spear. So it turns out the whole last episode I played in the previous version of Minecraft, not the current one, so that's my bad. But the spear is pretty cool, and I did end up killing some stuff with it, and not gonna lie, they didn't deserve it, but hey, I did it anyways. The little house that I built for myself was starting to get a little bit cramped, so I started work on hollowing out a little area below ground. Mining was taking a while, but it was chill because I had a diamond pickaxe, so it could take a pretty decent beating before going out. I decided to use the basement as storage, and also to sleep, so I put in some very fancy andesite blocks for the floor. If you didn't know, fishing in Minecraft can provide some very overpowered early game loot, so I began building a little fishing platform. I also started on a melon farm because, well, I need food or I'm going to die. It took me like a good 20 minutes to try to make a good circle for the fishing platform, but ended up coming out like this, which, yeah. In other news, we had our first pillager raid today, so that was interesting. I don't really understand like why these happen, but you know, he tried to attack me and I killed him pretty easily. I thought that was it, but his homies ended up pulling up for revenge, but we know what happened to them. And I ended up AFKing for like a good hour because I was waiting on my melon farm to grow. For some reason they were taking forever. After I woke from my slumber, I saw it. The very first melon of the melon farm. And now we can actually expand. I expanded and I expanded until I couldn't anymore. I've neglected to mention this, but I've been using my extra melon seeds to breed the chickens. I got tired of doing the farming aspects of the game, so I want to do something at least a tiny bit more exciting. From our last episode, we found a zombie spawner, so now we're going to turn into a zombie farm. They actually aren't hard to make at all. The hardest part is just finding the actual spawner. I did run into trouble when it spawned a zombie with a shovel, so I ran away to get more food. After around 20 minutes, I finally got done hauling it out, and I just had to remove all the lights. I even made this little glass viewing area so you could see how the zombie spawner works. Then I stabbed a bunch of zombies at the same time so I could get an achievement. After that, time to hang out with the chickens. Now, it's time to finally plunge into the depths of the caves. Maybe it was either ignorance or bravery, but I decided to go for it because those diamonds were calling my name. This cave was genuinely one of the biggest I've ever encountered in all my time of playing Minecraft, so I had to be careful. And since it was such a big space, there were lots and lots and lots of mobs. But there was a really good amount of diamonds, so kind of evened out in the end. And this cave was dangerous. Like, I don't know if I'm stressing that enough, but like there was literally danger around every corner. Like, look at this, man. But things were going good. The melon farm was producing a lot. But the next step in Minecraft for progression is getting obsidian for an enchantment table. So I decided to venture out to a lava pool I knew was nearby. The trip ended up taking about one entire in-game day, so it was kind of farther than I expected. I eventually got there, and I started mining obsidian, and I decided to get everything I needed for an enchantment table and another portal later down the line. After that, I headed home victorious, and I realized one thing: I need some space for more builds, so I burnt down literally the entire forest next to me.